Tonkin Highway is a very busy artery in the Perth region. It has more than 100,000 vehicles travelling on it each day. To deconstruct the Broun Avenue Bridge, we needed to shut that highway down for 2 days.
The way we saw it going into the job, we were very confident that we had a method that would work and it would deliver on time.
It was always top of mind for me to be confident that we were going to open the road in 2 days. Open it the Monday morning to allow peak traffic to flow back to the 100,000 vehicles per day. So I took special effort in making sure the planning was extensive, and Mainline delivered that. They delivered extensive planning, extensive backup to make sure they were ready for that weekend to deliver that 2-day shut.
We were talking about what we could achieve and how we could achieve it. We're focused on getting as much of that out of the way over that weekend as we could. But we kept the client focus and our planning focus on getting the bridge off the road.
During the attendant analysis, we did some research on the success of Mainline, and there was certainly a lot of success in the past. Mainline's worked with a number of the team before, and they were also speaking very highly of the outputs that Mainline can achieve. Rob and Peter were really passionate about achieving a successful result.
I think there's a fine line between confidence that we can achieve a goal and the respect that's required for your client's position and the complexity of a project. What I will say is that I think the whole team engaged with that idea. They knew the risks, they were well engaged with the plan, and they executed it beautifully.
But during the tender process, Mainline were involved in multiple meetings to explain their deconstruction methodology. They went to great lengths to give us all the detail required. They often brought their detailed engineer with them, who was providing their calculations on how the bridge was deconstructed. We also brought along key stakeholders from our client and their independent assessor to make sure all the client's risks and concerns were being addressed. An important element of deconstruction was the engineering work to look at how we needed to deconstruct it, what was the right order of that deconstruction to make sure it was safe for the operators as well as those around the works.
It was a day-night job, and the management was under a lot of pressure, and we were aware that they were under pressure. We were confident of finishing on time, but we got a lot more done than we had expected, or than the management had expected us to do. And so the whole team felt fairly excited about the fact that we'd got all the rubble off the site. We got the footings out of the middle, and we'd even taken down the abutments, which is far more than it had been programmed for.
So the deconstruction of Broun Avenue on the weekend was done without incident. It was done with a lot of planning to ensure there was no incident. The Mainline crew were a part of all that planning, and the TGA crew also supported that with its supervision and additional resources to make sure Mainline's crew was safe, the community was safe, and everyone else involved was safe.
One of the special things about a project like this is team enjoyment of the task, and it spreads like wildfire. Either it's a happy team, or it's a disgruntled team, or it's somewhere in between. And we find invariably that the happier the team, the better the job runs, the safer the job runs. People enjoying their work take attention to detail.
So the planning of the works had a lot of contingencies that needed to be considered. Additional plant and equipment, additional people, and additional resources just in case something wasn't going to work out. So the week before the final deconstruction, the full methodology was fully owned by all parties. On the Monday after the deconstruction weekend, it was a really pleasing result, and there was a lot of excitement in the office for the success that was achieved. Mainline did a great job working with the TGA team and the client, and we had a really positive outcome.
2 a.m. Monday morning, we were ready to open, which was well ahead of schedule, and I think that brought a relief to everybody on the project.
The board was really pleased with the outcome. They all got a text from me at about 2:30 in the morning on the Monday, and I got some responses not soon after. So it was an anticipated result that everyone was very happy with.